Where are all of the A-rank agents in Zenless Zone Zero? If you're anything like me, you've been asking yourself this very same question. Today, we're going to take a look into just how few A-rank characters there are in Zenless Zone Zero. Try to get to the bottom of it, and see whether this is a good or bad thing. First, let's take a look at Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact was miHoYo's first huge gacha gaming success when it released in September 2020. Many of us were stuck in our homes due to the rising of the pandemic, and what better time to spend playing games when you literally can't go outside without the fear of getting sick. If we look at the beginning of Genshin Impact with regards to how many S-rank and A-rank characters, or 5-star, 4-star, were in the game when it launched, we can see that there were 6 5-star characters, 7 if you include the Traveler, and 14 4-star. Seems like a pretty solid way to start off your game. Now, let's take a look at miHoYo's second big hit, Honkai Star Rail. Looking at the launch of this game, we can see that it launched with 9 5-star characters, not including the Trailblazer, and 14 4-star characters in a very similar fashion to Genshin Impact. Starting to see a trend here? So if we take both of these games as examples and relate them to Zenless Zone Zero, we can probably expect there to be around 6 or 7 S-rank characters and 14 A-rank characters, right? Right? Well, not exactly. Zenless Zone Zero launched on July 4th, 2024. And if we take a look at the starting roster we have, wait, what? 7 S-rank characters and 7 A-rank characters? Half as many 4-star characters as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, which both had 14 A-ranks. What's going on? Now I'm going to be honest here. At the launch of Zenless Zone Zero, I spent a decent amount of money on the game. I saw Ellen Jo and had to have her, and her signature W engine. And I guess a copy of her too. But coming from the perspective of a free-to-play gamer, having only 7 A-ranks seems absolutely awful. A-ranks are the lifeblood of a lot of, if not all, free-to-play players out there. So what's the reason for a decision like this? Is it lack of character creativity? Or is it just plain greed on miHoYo's part? Because let's be honest, A-rank characters don't earn the game a lot of money. And sure, you hear the occasional story of, I spent $200 for my M6 A-rank or 4-star character, but those are few and far between, and I want to focus on the free-to-play aspect here. While you can get limited S-ranks without spending a dime, you don't always get them. Whether you lost the 50-50 to Kaleda, or you just haven't had enough time to play the game and farm the in-game currency, you're going to eventually miss out. This has caused several people to straight up just quit the game or swipe a card when they originally weren't planning on it. And this can leave a lot of players feeling cheated or with a sour taste in their mouth. But the light at the end of the tunnel in a lot of gacha games has always been A-rank or 4-star characters. For one, you may even like some of the A-rank characters more than the limited S-ranks. So some of us don't always feel like we've lost when we didn't get that S-rank pull. I myself find a lot of the 4-stars in Honkai Star Rail to be much more appealing than a lot of the 5-stars. In Zenless Zone Zero, Anby is actually one of my favorite characters. Second, it's much easier to get copies of A-rank characters than it is to get copies of limited S-rank characters. Especially for free-to-play, without investing a lot of time and waiting for reruns, you may never get a copy of your favorite S-rank, let alone that shiny signature weapon, light cone, or W engine. Speaking of W engines, that brings me to my third point. With less A-rank characters, there also ends up being a severe lack of A-rank W engines that you have available to you. But I digress, because Zenless Zone Zero has actually been pretty good about providing several non-gacha A-rank W engines. Whether it be through limited events that let you completely upgrade your engine to 5 stars, or the ones that you can buy with free-to-play materials from Box Galaxy. But if you're a fairly new player, or miss out on the event, that still limits your pool of A-rank W engines you can choose from. Fast forward to now. It's been nearly 4 months since the launch of Zenless Zone Zero, and the 1.3 update is just around the corner. So surely they've released many more A rank characters by now, right? Since the launch of the game, there have only been 3 new A rank agents. You heard that correctly. Only 3 new A rank characters. Lucy, Piper, and Seth. What's even going on? If we look at the amount of S rank to A rank characters, we currently have 12 S rank characters and 10 A rank characters, with 2 more S ranks and 0 A rank agents coming up in the next banner. Not to mention Harumasa, who's predicted to be an S rank, and everyone's favorite member of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi. So if we take all of them into consideration, we're soon going to have 16 S rank characters and still only 10 A rank agents with no other A ranks in sight. This is definitely going to become a serious problem soon. With the upcoming release of Yanagi and Lighter in the 1.3 update, we can see people complaining that they already have full copies of the boosted A rank characters releasing on the new banner. But there are definitely pros and cons to this. On one hand, if you pull for a character you already have 6 copies of, you get your pull fully refunded in the form of residual signal. You get 20 residual signal, which lets you buy another encrypted master tape, or whatever you want in the signal shop. But I beg you, please don't buy anything other than the encrypted tapes. On the other hand, we also just want there to be more new characters. If you've seen the new 1.3 special program covering the new update, then you've surely seen the showcase for the 2 new S-rank characters, Tsukishiro Yanagi and Lighter. A lot of people are complaining that Yanagi is plain in appearance, more akin to an A rank, and that Lighter's combat looks a lot like that of an A rank. Lighter was even rumored to be an A rank in leaks before we received official confirmation, and I honestly believed it to be true myself. So has something changed in production? Because A ranks aside, Lighter is the first male character we've seen since launch, and I imagine a lot of players would have been upset to see the first new male character released as an A rank. But what do you guys think? Are you happy with the amount of A ranks we have, or would you like to see more in future updates? Personally, I'd like to see many more A rank agents being released. If not, I imagine the player base is going to start getting pretty upset. I understand that A ranks don't bring in much revenue, but I would argue that more characters bring in more players, and that in turn will make players more happy, which can then provide more revenue. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop a like or a comment. It really helps motivate me to make more content, and it really helps out the channel. See you around. Brain Dial out.